Everyone, please be seated. I would ask that you turn your cell phones off or put them on vibrate. Good morning. I am Pablo Arenas, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Texas A&M International University. I want to welcome you to our Fall 2015 Commencement Ceremony. This is the first of 3 ceremonies we will have today. This morning, the College of Arts and Sciences graduates 234 undergraduate students. This afternoon, the College of Education, the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, and University College will graduate 107 students, along with 27 graduate students from the College of Arts and Sciences. And in the late afternoon ceremony, the A.R. Sanchez Jr. School of Business will graduate 185 young men and women. In total, by the end of the day today, we will have graduated 553 students with degrees. As is our tradition, we now introduce or present the flags of the nations that are represented in this morning's graduating class. As each flag is introduced, will the graduating students from that country please rise and please remain standing? The Philippines. Mexico. The United States of America. I don't have it on my list. I forgot one, I'm sorry. Ethiopia. This morning, the U.S. flag is being presented by members of the TAMIU Reserved Officer Training Program. Please rise and join Ms. Cynthia Gutierrez, music student and member of the class of 2015, in singing the national anthem. And gentlemen, please remove your hats. You may be seated. This morning, the University Mace was carried by George Clark, President of the Faculty Senate. The Faculty Marshal who led the students in the processional this morning is Dr. Alia Paru, Assistant Professor of History. The College of Arts and Sciences is recognizing outstanding graduates by asking them to serve as Student Marshal and College Banner Bearer. Will you please rise when I call your name and remain standing? Serving as Student Marshal is Paulina Aragon. The Banner Bearer is Jacqueline Maritza Jimenez. Congratulations to both of you. You may be seated. I'm pleased now to introduce the stage party. To my left is Dr. Ray Keck, President of the University. Next to Dr. Keck is Dr. Sergio Alcocer, our commencement speaker. Next to him is Dr. Manita Ramirez, Vice President for Student Success. To my right is Ms. Terry McDevitt, Vice Chancellor for Marketing Communications and Texas A&M University System Representative. Next to her is Juan Castillo, Vice President for Finance and Administration. And Ms. Roseanne Palacios, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. We are also joined on the stage by Dr. Tom Mitchell, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Steve Sears, Dean of the A.R. Sanchez School of Business. Dr. Catherine Whiteman, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Glenda Walker, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Dr. George Clark, who was already introduced. Dr. Jeff Brown, Dean of Graduate Studies and Research. Dr. Conchita Hickey, Dean of University College. And Mr. Joshua Llamas, President of the Student Government Association. I now invite Dr. Keck to introduce our commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Laredoans, graduates, faculty, friends of TAMIU, it gives me great pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Dr. Sergio Manuel Alcocer Martinez de Castro. Dr. Alcocer is a civil engineer, academic, and Mexican researcher for the Universidad Nacional Autónoma de Mexico Faculty of Engineering. His storied career has included prestigious posts in academia and high-level government service. Dr. Alcocer studied civil engineering at UNAM, graduating with honors and earning the Gabino Barreda Medal in 1986. With support from the Consejo Nacional de Ciencia y Tecnología, he obtained a doctorate in engineering from the University of Texas at Austin. In 2007, he received the SMIE Prize in Structural Engineering for Housing and the Award of Distinction from the Consortium for North American Higher Education Collaboration, all in 2014. In 1991, Dr. Alcocer became an associate researcher at UNAM's Institute of Engineering in Structures and Materials Coordination. He regularly conducted research in structural and geotechnical engineering at the National Center for Disaster Prevention. In 2000, he was named Director of Research for that center. In 2003, he became UNAM's Director of the Institute of Engineering. In 2007, he became UNAM's Secretary General. In 2011, he was named Undersecretary of Energy Planning and Technological Development for Mexico's Ministry of Energy. 2012, he became UNAM's Coordinator of Innovation and Development. Most recently, Dr. Alcocer was Undersecretary for North American Affairs at the Mexican Secretariat of Foreign Relations. He is President of the Academy of Engineering in Mexico and a member of the National System of Researchers, the Mexican Academy of Sciences, and various technical societies. Y doctor, es usted aquí en nombre de la cooperación, coordinación, compenetración que nosotros gozamos con México, con todo mexicano. Usted sabe que Laredo queda sumamente orgulloso de sus orígenes hispano-mexicanos y su presencia nos permite celebrar de nuevo estos empalmes, eslabones y lazos cariñosos. Gracias por haber venido.
Good morning. Thank you very much, President Keck, for this extraordinary opportunity for a kind introduction. And let me begin by congratulating all of you on your successful completion of what I know is a very challenging course of study. Those long days and nights, some of which are blended into the other, I'm sure, have proven not only your intelligence, but your character as well. Thanks to your hard work and dedication, you have reached this important milestone, the first of many in your professional life. Congratulations also to your parents and relatives for the support they have given to you for all these years. A los papás y mamás que hablan español, muchas felicidades. Qué orgullo ver a sus hijos graduarse. You, Texas A&M graduates, are the direct result of love, effort, commitment of your family. Today, they are looking upon you with pride and joy. You and them, I'm sure, will never forget this moment. Today, I want you to close your eyes and think about yourselves in 30, maybe 40 years ahead. What do you think you can accomplish in that time? What do you think you will change? Now imagine the world in 100, maybe 150 years from now. How do you imagine the 22nd century? The future is shaped by visionaries, by people who dare to dream of a different world. Let me tell you a story written by one of those visionaries. Back in 1870, a writer named Edward Everett Hale published a tale in the Atlantic magazine called The Brick Moon. It tells the story of an ambitious engineering project, the construction and launching to a space of a large hollow sphere made of bricks. According to Hale, this artificial moon would reflect the sunlight at all times and would become a new reference for navigators in ships all over the world. People could know the exact position just by observing the brick moon shining in the sky. Although scientists and engineers find a lot of technical obstacles, they eventually succeed and finish the construction of this artificial moon. Now, this is where things get more interesting. Some of the construction workers building the brick moon were so poor that they decided to live inside with their families, at least during the wintertime. The brick moon offered better living conditions than their small and cold log cabins. Then, the launching mechanism is suddenly activated ahead of time with these people right inside. So they are launched into the space. They are supposed to be lost forever. But as in every good story, the good guys survive. They managed to create a colony outside Earth. Hale imagined that these people, living in the immensity of space, formed a perfect society, living in harmony and free of any material need. 145 years have passed since this tale was written. Of course, the idea of a moon made of brick and launched into space with some sort of giant slingshot seems now innocent, even funny. Technology has gone far, and so fast. Humans have been capable of building and launching true artificial satellites. They have also been able to build two space stations and sending astronauts to the surface of the real moon. And when we also sent sophisticated robots to explore other worlds for us. But the other part of the brick moon story, the one that deals with humans being able to build a fair society, free of need, that coexists in peace, that is still a challenge. We still talk about inequality, exclusion, discrimination, violence, and injustice. We still talk about poverty and hunger, even in nations as prosperous as the United States and Mexico. So what I want to tell you today, dear graduates, is the following. The world needs visionaries, people capable of dreaming of a better future, people who can dream and work hard to achieve those dreams. You can be among those visionaries. After many years of effort from you and your parents, you have achieved your college degree. You deserve to be happy and proud. This is your moment. Seize it. Enjoy it. You have now the knowledge needed to start a successful careers in your field of expertise. Some of you will found new companies, successful enterprises in the fields of health, technology, services, arts. Others will join the private sector and will reach the ranks of CEOs and CFOs. Some of you will hear the call of public service. Maybe you will run for mayor of Laredo, Texas sometime. You may be the next governor of Texas, senator, or even the president of the United States. You will get as far as you want. But whatever you choose to do, I want you to remember this. College has put a bright path ahead of you. But as a famous movie character once said, there is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. To walk the path, you will need not only a college degree or a master's degree or a PhD. To walk the path, you will also need to have strong values. You will need integrity and empathy. Integrity will allow you to do the right thing, to set the ship in the right course, even in the most confusing of times, even in the strongest storm. Your integrity will tell the world who you are. Your integrity will be the exact measure of your character. And empathy will help you to be sensitive to the circumstances of others. Empathy will allow you to put your knowledge and talent into something bigger than yourself. Empathy is what will reach you to the others and will be an agent of change, a true leader. I trust that in the journey that begins today, integrity and empathy will guide your decisions every single time. Dear Texas A&M graduates, ladies and gentlemen, more than 50 years ago, Mexico welcomed President John F. Kennedy with optimism and joy. While talking about the U.S. and Mexico relationship in a speech, he famously said, and I quote, "Geography has made us neighbors. History has made us friends. Economics has made us partners. And necessity has made us allies. Those whom nature had so joined together, let no man put asunder." End of quote. Today, Mexico and United States are neighbors, friends, partners, and allies. Somos vecinos, amigos, socios y aliados. Y orgullosamente hablamos dos idiomas a ambos lados de la frontera porque somos dos naciones y dos culturas unidas por la historia. Nobody knows better than you and all the people living in this, the most dynamic border in the world, and I invite you to imagine a new border for the future. I ask you to make use of all your talent and effort and think about innovative solutions for the social, economic, and environmental challenges in this borderland. Let us imagine to work together a vision of the future of a new border with a more competitive and more integrated economy. A border that opens fair opportunities to all. A border free of threats of organized crime. A border that can cross by any law-abiding American and any law-abiding Mexican in a legal, orderly, efficient, and human fashion. A border with a cleaner environment for future generations. A border full of bridges that unite us, not walls that divide us. I'm sure, Texas A&M graduates, that you will be the leaders that can achieve this vision of tomorrow. I ask you to never stop imagining the future. I ask you to be the ones that write a story that 145 years from now, future generations will read and think. Those people from the early 21st century, they were true visionaries. Let's imagine and build new brick moons here on Earth, here in America, here in the border with Mexico. Thank you very much and congratulations. Muchas gracias y muchas felicidades.
Thank you, Dr. Alcocer, for being with us. Thank you for having offered, together with Dr. Guillermo Dominguez, to guide us as we build out engineering for all of our students. Please accept this small token of our gratitude to remind you of that December day in 2015 when you were with us here in Laredo, el cual es siempre su casa.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Dr. Arenas just told me that we have our Consul Mexicana, our much beloved Carolina Zaragoza, here with us this morning. Welcome, Consul, and thank you for the magnificent work you do in this city. I just a moment ago told Dr. Alcocer how fortunate we are that Mexico sent you to Laredo. Thank you.
This is my favorite part of the ceremony. And now it is my honor to introduce Nancy Patricio Pacheco, the distinguished student scholar from the College of Arts and Sciences, who present remarks this morning. Nancy, will you please make your way to the stage? Nancy is the daughter of Martin and Nancy Pacheco. A graduate of Laredo's Dr. Leo G. Cigarroa High School, she ranked in the top 10% of her class and was president of the National Honor Society. Today, Nancy graduates summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in English, having attained a 3.95 grade point average. While a student at TAMIU, she has been part of the DDHR Honors Program and was a student employee tutor at the University College's Writing Center. Nancy wants to share her love of English literature with students of all ages and plans to seek an all-grade level teaching certificate. Please welcome the College of Arts and Sciences Distinguished Student Scholar, Nancy Pacheco.
Good morning, distinguished stage guests, faculty, families, and fellow graduates. My name is Nancy Patricia Pacheco, and I am humbled to stand here today to represent the many voices and stories of the graduating class of 2015. But first, a story we all probably share. Remember the days when we were but young children, crawling and stumbling and falling, all for that one moment when we would successfully walk across the living room floor as our parents cried and cheered? Our parents have probably told this story to anyone willing to listen to them, and have expressed the pride they felt when their child reached a great milestone in their life. Our 4 years at this university have been like the time we learned to walk. We came here with wonder and awe, just as when we realized our feet could indeed move us. However, learning to walk did not happen instantaneously, and neither did receiving our degrees here today. Those moments where we failed a test, or did not receive an A on the paper we were so sure deserved a perfect grade, are like those times we fell as before learning to walk. It hurt to fall and to fail, and we may have even come close to giving up, but we persevered, showed dedication, and moved forward to the next test. We studied harder and wrote with greater passion. This, in turn, let us convert moments that seem bad into lessons of good. Not too long ago, the 1 or 2-year-old version of ourselves tried and tried, wobbled and grasped furniture, pouted and cried. Today, we realize that we will encounter times when we will have to try and try, wobble and grab onto things, and probably pout and cry. But life is about putting in the effort to succeed and not giving up when we face obstacles. During our days of learning to walk, our parents were there to catch us when we fell, at least to a certain point. There was a moment when they let go and allowed us to take control of the situation. Even now, graduating from TAMIU, we may need someone behind to catch us, our parents, friends, mentors, and so on, but only to a point where we assert control. As Amit Ray, Indian author and spiritual master, says, "Formal education teaches how to stand, but to see the rainbow, you must come out and walk many steps on your own." That is how I felt when I graduated from high school and came to TAMIU, realizing that no one would hold me by the hand and lead me toward graduation. Like my fellow graduates, these steps were taken on our own. We would have to write those papers and take those tests. But that did not mean that there weren't people there to cheer me on, to cheer us on as we made our way. On this day of our graduation, Let us thank those who helped us get where we are. Let us reflect on our hard work and how it has led us to a better future. And let us make our loved ones proud by walking this stage and receiving our diploma. Let us take our first steps together, knowing that Texas A&M International University, our professors, and all those individuals who lent a helping hand along the way have played a great role in this walk, moving us forward, accelerating our pace, and placing brighter futures within our grasp. In truth, we may fall again, but let's take a lesson from our childhood selves and get right back up. And if we have to cry a little before getting up, then let's do so. But we get back up. Remember, failing may be a part of life, but success is not measured by its lack. It is measured by the number of failures we overcome. Let us take the lessons we learned, the nights we stayed up studying, and all the effort we put into our education, and lead a successful life. Not success in terms of becoming rich in life, but success in terms of living and sharing an enriching life. Now, we walk forward. The living room of our childhood is now the stage of today. We walk forward, we walk forward. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2015.
No, please, right here. That was wonderful. Thank you. Nancy, this is just a memento to remember this time from the Texas A&M International University. Beautifully said. I now invite Terry McDivitt to the podium to bring greetings from the system and authorize the president to confer degrees.
Good morning. President Keck, Provost Adanaz, distinguished guests, friends, and families of today's graduates, members of Texas A&M International University's class of 2015. I'm honored to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Texas A&M University system and our Board of Regents. Today is a special day as you prepare to walk across this stage and into the next chapter of your lives. Who knows what challenges and opportunities await you? You probably have some ideas, but I can assure you there are going to be plenty of surprises ahead, and that's the fun part. The great thing is this university has prepared you for whatever comes. Your teachers, your friends here, your families, all of those have prepared you for your way ahead. To each of you here, we in the Texas A&M system say congratulations. This system and its members have been dedicated to improving the lives of Texans through teaching, research, and service for more than 130 years. I know each graduate here today will carry on this proud legacy of positively impacting lives by taking with you all that you have learned and experienced here. And now, by the authority of the Texas A&M System Board of Regents, it is my sincere pleasure to authorize President Keck to confer the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. I wish you good fortune, happiness, and much success.
Dr. Keck, will you please join me at the podium? And now, will all the candidates for the respective degrees and all faculty please rise? Dr. Keck, I certify that the graduates whose names will appear on the official graduation list will have completed all work required for their degrees and will be in compliance with the policies and regulations as approved by the Texas A&M System Board of Regents and published in the official catalog of Texas A&M International University. On behalf of this community of scholars, the faculty, and staff, I recommend that their degrees be conferred.
by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System, acting under the enabling legislation establishing this university, and in pursuance of the recommendation of the faculty and academic administration, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled, with all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move the tassel from right to left. Congratulations, and please be seated.
Marshall, will you please escort the candidates to the stage?
Mr. President, I now present to you those individuals upon whom a baccalaureate degree from the College of Arts and Sciences has been conferred. Graduating summa cum laude, Nancy Patricia Pacheco. Pablo Alexandro Acevedo. Frank Casper Acosta. Graduating cum laude, Judith May Aguilar. Andrea Aleman. Besaid Ambesay. Graduating magna cum laude, Paulina Aragon. Graduating summa cum laude, Kimberly Brooke Arwood. Graduating cum laude, Priscilla Maribel Baldasso Morales. Amanda Ballesteros. Diana Angélica Barrientos. Nidia Melissa Benavides. Romel Isaías Benavides. Graduating cum laude, John Anthony Bojanski. Ángel Briones Villarreal. Janelle Jennifer Canales. Antonio Guadalupe Carranza IV. Steve Carrasco. Abigail Elizabeth Carrizales. Rosa Elizabeth Castañeda. Carlos Castillo, Jr. Graduating cum laude, Ileana Cepeda. Graduating cum laude, Jessica Denise Chandarlis. Graduating magna cum laude, Natalie Chavez. Samantha Cristel Contreras. Graduating magna cum laude, Naomi Cortina. Lily Joanna Cruz. Paola de Hoyos. Teresa Esther de la Cruz. Daniela Annette Domínguez. Eduardo Alfonso Espinosa. Nayeli Contreras Esquivel. Alejandro Flores. Thelma Sue Fraga. Karen Casey Fuentes. Adriana Analí Gallegos. Alexi Aseneth Gallegos. Juan Pedro Gallegos Jr. Graduating magna cum laude, Berta Alicia Galvan. José de Jesús García. Lillian Marie Garcia. Patsy Garcia. Paula Yvette Pisano. Jessica Garza. Melissa Aide Garza. Graduating cum laude, Daniela Gatica Gutierrez. Graduating cum laude, Aura A. Gomez. Tina Gomez. Lillian Liseth Gomez. Graduating magna cum laude, Laura Gonzalez. Mariana Gonzalez Garcia. Nora Reyes Gonzalez. Señorita licenciada Valerie K. Gonzalez. Graduating magna cum laude, Rocio Grammer. Graduating cum laude, Cynthia Jade Gutierrez. Vanessa Stephanie Guzman Medina. Jessica Hernandez. Kathy Lynette Hernandez. Patricia Ivona Hernandez. Paul Hernandez. Alejandra Herrera. Víctor Fernando Ibarra. Venice Alexandra Jara. Graduating magna cum laude, Jacqueline Maritza Jimenez. Graduating cum laude, Annette Fernanda Lara. Gabriela Lopez. Graduating cum laude and accepted to the UT Medical Branch Medical School, Luis Enrique Marin. Graduating magna cum laude, Fernando Jose Marino Rebonato. Lucero Martinez. Margaret Rose Medellin. Edelmira T. Medina. Graduating cum laude, Sandra Minjares. Eunice Alejandra Monsiváis. Edgar Montoya. Elva Edith Moreno Santibáñez. Barbara Bridget Navarro. Crystal Jean Newsom. Jacqueline Noriega. Daniela Núñez Ochoa. Jessica Ortega. Agustín Ortiz Chávez Jr. Jennifer Pacheco. Graduating cum laude, Carlos Patiño. Denise Esmeralda Pérez. Alexandra Silvia Piachak. Sandra Ponce. Alisa Ann Ramirez. Cristina Raquel Ramirez. Graduating magna cum laude, Kimberly Ann Ramirez Cadena. Graduating cum laude, Paula Cecilia Ramirez. Yenesei Ramirez. Yadira Ramirez Ramirez. Saraí Rangel. Heather Ann Riley. Abigail Renteria. Mario Reyes Jr. Graduating cum laude, Valerie Selena Reyes. Paulina Liseth Reina. Ivan Edgar Rivas. Maria Fernanda Robles. Graduating cum laude, Allison Denise Rodriguez. Shanice Yvette Rodriguez. Graduating magna cum laude, Mirna Melissa Rodriguez. Teresa Aceret Rodriguez. Norma Carolina Romo Gómez. Narcedalia Roque. Damaris Ruiz. Glenn Calvin Ruiz Jr. Graduating cum laude, Gabriela Salinas. San Juana Alanis Salinas. Graduating cum laude, Joe David Sanchez. Lillian Denise Sanchez. Samantha Elizabeth Sandoval. Jessica Ann Santos. Yasmin Leila Sharif. Graduating magna cum laude, Jennifer Suzanne Shago. Ilse Asenet Cifuentes Romero. Graduating summa cum laude, Megan N. Smith. Alejandro Soto. Graciela Abigail Posadas Suarez. Carla Elizabeth Luna. Brother and sister graduating this morning, Dr. Keck, Mónica Lisette Treviño and Tano Treviño. Joanne Eleanor Valdez. Virginia Alejandra Vázquez. Robin Ann Velázquez. Marcela Josefina Villarreal. Raúl Ignacio Villaverde. Stephanie González. Benito Alfredo Rangel Jr. Guadalupe Quiroz. Miguel Ángel Rodríguez Sustaita. Mason Rose Hawk. David Daniel Cadena. Jasmine Cadena. Graduating cum laude, Melissa Cadena. Alexis Esteban Garcia. Chanel Nicole Garcia. Carlos Rogelio Morales, Jr. Felicia Zoila Paredes. Gustavo Alan Pérez. Tania Pérez del Orbe. Gerardo Saldaña. Erika Zulema Serna. Adrián Solís. Kimberly Lynette Torres Luna. She's supposed to wait until Jennifer Bell Alba. Frances Marie Baiza. Juan Leonardo Baltazar. Pedro Benavides. Andrea Michelle Camarillo. Graduating cum laude, Julio Cesar Camarillo. Yasmin Castro. Michael Thomas Colorado. Karina Janelle Cordero. Juan Coronado, Jr. Edgar Esquivel. Abby Flores. Alma Galván. Esteban Lee Garcia. Graduating cum laude, Héctor Emanuel Garcia. Catherine Michelle Garcia. Raquel Garcia. Marlene Yaneli Garza. Graduating summa cum laude, Stephen James Garza. Jessica Gonzalez. Jose Ángel González. Roberto Adán González III. Graduating cum laude, Jessica Denise Hernandez. Celia N. Lopez. Graduating cum laude. Wait, sir. Okay. Juan Antonio Manzano. Abigail Martinez Bernal. Amanda Beatriz Martinez. Bettina Tricia Martinez. Diana Martinez. Esteban Martinez. Kevin John Martinez. Renaldo Martinez. Christy Lee Medina. Alejandra Mesa. Juan Antonio Morales, Jr. Adriana Melissa Muñoz. Graduating magna cum laude, Jose Isidro Ochoa. Jesús Eduardo Oviedo. Juan José Pedraza, Jr. Griselda Ari Ramos. Alejandra Rangel. Brenda Isamara Rangel. Judith Alexandra Renaud. Roberto Reina III. Graduating cum laude, Fernando Rodriguez, Jr. Griselda Rodriguez. Juan M. Rodriguez. Licenciada Silvia Rojas. Glenda Carolina Rosales. Brianna R. Sainz. Graduating cum laude, Damian Salazar. Ian Eric Saldivar. Benjamin Robert Salinas. Graduating cum laude, Jessica Anabel Sanchez. Samantha Sinai Sanchez. Antonio Santos. Thomas Sariñana. José Félix Torres, 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 María Aide Tovar González. Cynthia Ulloa Gutierrez. Baltasar René Vicharelli. Arturo Villarreal. Benilde Sánchez. Ruby Magdalena Garza López. Delilah Yvette Hernández. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the December graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
On behalf of the entire university community, graduates, all of us salute you at this moment in your lives. Shortly, you will go forth into this beautiful Laredo morning, chilly but not cold, warm but not hot, your diploma proclaiming your readiness to enter that company of men and women prepared by a university experience to labor, to lead, to inspire. We in the university have done what we can for you, and now it is your turn. Contrary to what is often asserted, I assure you, the world outside waiting is no more daunting or cruel or complex than the world has ever been. All literature and history, especially ancient writings, record the same dizzying, confusing array: cruelty and mercy, ignorance and enlightenment, greed and charity, falsehood and truth. Different, fragile, without precedent is a government and a society conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men and all women are created equal. Thomas Jefferson articulated it, George Washington brought it to life, Abraham Lincoln preserved it, Eleanor Roosevelt saw clearly what it meant, Cesar Chavez and Martin Luther King brought reality and dream together. We at the university now challenge you as you begin your work in your life, inspired by these examples, prepared by this university to pursue and to enhance this great vision for human life. This conviction that the dignity and the welfare of each man and each woman and each child is, for all of us together, our most precious possession. May it be said when you are done, we are better because he passed by. We are better because she was with us. As with everything else in your life, you needed support to get to this day. Let us recognize all the people gathered here who have seen to it that you reach this moment. Will you, graduates, join me in saluting all your families and friends that surround you? Will all the family and the friends of the graduates present please stand and let us to salute you. And now, graduates, will you join me in saluting the faculty and staff of this university, the men and women who encouraged you, appropriately pulled you back, energetically pushed you forward and brought you to this moment, the faculty of this institution. Thank you, Dr. Moyer and our TAMIU Symphonic Band for the music this morning. And now, Jose Villa will lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater, which is printed on the back of your program, after which Joshua Llamas, president of our student body, will offer a prayer of gratitude. Please stand.
We would like to invite all alumni, family, and friends to dedicate this time for a moment of silence, meditation, or prayer. As we gather this morning in celebration of our academic accomplishment, we are grateful for the completion of this stage of our lives and for the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. We acknowledge all those events over these past years, the joys, hard work, and even the difficulties at times accompanied by sadness, for without them, we wouldn't have become the men and women that we are today. We ask for the strength to change our global landscape, for strength of mind and spirit to productively coexist with our fellow human beings, and for achieving peaceful solutions to our global problems. May our new alumni never forget this part of their lives, and may our efforts prove fruitful. Go in peace.
You all may be seated. I've heard a number of commencement speeches talk about commencement, and I always wondered why we talked about it as commencement, because it's the end of your academic career. But really, it's the beginning. If you look at the word commence, it means the beginning. You start something. And really, this is the beginning of the rest of your life, beginning of your, whether you're going to graduate school or you're going into the work world. This is the beginning of the rest of your life and the impact that you're going to have on this world as you move through. But this is the end of our ceremony today. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for the hard work that you've done and for achieving this goal of getting your undergraduate degree. I would ask that everybody please remain seated until the stage party and the graduates leave the building. Yeah, I should, yeah. The alma mater was led by, I have it written, by Margaret Medellin. Who is also one of the graduates today. All right, anyway, thank you again very much. This does conclude our ceremony. And I do ask you to please sit until we've all left the building. Thank you.